Hello celestial beings, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Celeste Simone, and here on my channel I offer spiritual guidance to empower my celestial beings and heart-centered energy healing to help you align with your higher self. So if that is something that you are interested in, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family of celestial beings. Today's pick a card reading, we're finding out what messages you need to know before you die. Yes, this is another one of my 31 days of Halloween pick a card tarot readings, and I'm not really sure what to expect with this reading, to be honest, but the tarot cards never disappoint whenever I do a reading that I'm really not sure about. But I'm really setting the intention for this reading that we receive a lot of positive, uplifting messages to help us on our life journey. So if you're as excited as I am to find out what messages the cards have for you, then go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and let's dive into these piles. Pile number 1 is the Planchette. Pile number 2 is the Ghost. Pile number 3 is the Jack-o'-lantern. And pile number 4 is the Skeleton. Now's your opportunity to pause the video and take as much time as you need to find out which pile or piles most resonate with you. Once you have found the pile or piles, you can head on down into the description box below where I've posted the timestamps for each one of these readings. Please keep in mind that these are general readings, so keep the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest. Those are most likely for somebody else who has also chosen that pile. But you guys already know that I believe everything happens for a reason. So be sure to watch the reading all the way through to the end so you receive the message or messages that drew you to that pile. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's find out what the cards have to say for you and what you need to know before you die. So without further ado, I will see you over at your reading. Hello all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 1. I have your pile right here, so let's dive on in and see what messages the cards have. We have the 6 of Wands, or Imps, the Page of Bats in reverse, or Swords. We have the 4 of Imps, or Wands, and we have the Magician. Okay, group 1, so the messages that I'm seeing for you right away, what you need to know before you die, is a lot about leadership, a lot about people surrounding you and either looking up to you or really just wanting to support you and be by your side. So I feel as though throughout your life you really are going to have a lot of friends, a lot of people backing you and supporting you, and you'll always have them. Even when I see with the Page of Bats, I feel like you may lose your confidence at times or you may lose focus at times, but that is the best time to really lean on those around you, those who really care about you and support you. I feel as though you have a really likable personality and you just attract people. I feel like you bring a lot of almost like this carefree, happy-go-lucky nature. You bring that to other people. They really enjoy being around your energy, and that's really going to benefit you in the long run, because I do see with the 6 of Wands that you're really going to take on some leadership roles throughout your life, and you may underestimate actually how much people really do care about you and look up to you. So it's more about, I feel like, connecting with people or talking to people. So at times for some of you, you may be hesitant to talk about something with somebody or talk to others, but I feel like whatever's holding you back, it's probably just in your head. It's probably something that maybe just your thoughts are kind of creating some fears around that. But really, I just see you surrounded by a lot of people and also having a lot of positive celebrations in your life. And I also see too that you're gonna find whenever you have a strong passion for something, you're going to be able to manifest it very easily. So I feel like there's something even right now, I feel as though that you want to take the lead on, or that you are wanting others to look up to you or kind of look to you for a certain skill or talent. And I do see that you are going to have quite a following. This could even be actually like a social media following, even if you don't know maybe a lot of people, you know, in person. If you're the type who kind of has a more of a presence online and you're more of an introvert, so you don't really go out partying or something like that, then I do see that you are going to be an influencer online. But either way, I think that the positivity that you're going to bring to others is something that is really going to leave a mark on the earth, in this world. With the Magician card, I really see that ultimately you are in control of your destiny, that whatever you're kind of aspiring to do or be, that you have the energy backing you to achieve that, and that is something that you are really going to be a leader in, or really stand out in what you do. So I see you being very successful in your life, and it's really a matter of, even if you feel like your confidence isn't there, I think it's really just something that you're working through in your mind. They're just thoughts, and I feel like as you get older, you're going to gain more confidence as well, and you're just going to kind of continue to build up that confidence to where you're able to achieve those things. Okay, let's keep on going with oracle cards. We have territorial, appearance, and preference. So I feel like once you really do find your preference, once you really find your direction, I feel like you are going to be able to manifest that direction very easily. I feel like that is something that the universe is wanting you to manifest, that you are going to be guided to do. You may already actually feel as though you have a purpose in this lifetime, and I see you achieving that. I see you being very successful at that. I feel too with appearance that I feel like I just see you appearing in front of other people. So again, I see for many of you social media, or maybe even starting your own channel, or just having a presence. And I feel like too, people are just drawn to you. Maybe even just your appearance is very friendly and approachable. Now I do see with territorial too, again, there's, what you're needing to kind of overcome in this lifetime, even perhaps, is even a fear of just kind of your space and getting out of your comfort zone. I think that's a big lesson for you in this life, is kind of stepping out of your comfort zone, maybe not all at once, but in kind of small steps so that you can achieve your goals. So there may be times where you kind of hit a wall with what you are going for, and it's because you are a little worried about exposing yourself. You may be self-conscious about your appearance, but I see with territorial almost this kind of protectiveness of your own energy and protecting yourself. I feel like, don't worry too much about that. It's more of a matter of taking like baby steps and getting out of your comfort zone here and there, because I do see you accomplishing big things and achieving those things by stepping out of your comfort zone and by kind of overcoming some of those fears, maybe even fears of judgment as well. Okay, and lastly for oracle cards, we have release, centering, and playfulness. Throughout this lifetime, I really do see you're going to be centering yourself. You're going to be finding that inner confidence as you grow, learning how to communicate, and releasing those fears, because release is appearing over territorial. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be releasing this stronghold on maybe something that is holding you back, something that's holding you from, as I mentioned earlier, stepping outside your comfort zone. And with centering, appearing above appearance, I do see, centering. This is you coming into your authentic self and being confident in your appearance, being confident in speaking your truth as well. And lastly, with playfulness, I feel like you're really going to have a fun time with friends, with family. I feel like relationships in this lifetime are really going to teach you a lot of amazing things. It's going to bring a lot of kind of fun times, gatherings with people who you love. And even more so, I feel like your energy is this kind of this playful energy to others. I feel like they really look up to you, as I mentioned earlier, or that is something that is going to develop throughout your life. So it's important to remember that and be confident in your naturally playful personality, and don't let anybody else kind of try to make you or force you to be too serious. Don't, let the world kind of turn you into someone who's jaded or doesn't see the playfulness or the fun side of life. Because I do feel like you have this playfulness with the Four of Wands. You have this, need or desire to have fun with things, to celebrate life instead of kind of seeing the negative in things. And I think that it's important that you remember, you know, it's okay to choose playfulness rather than seriousness. And I see that with preference, you know, you want to have a good time in this life. You don't want to take things too seriously. You also, I feel like, you know, you don't want to end up at a job that is going to kind of break you down and make you feel low energy and be surrounded by people who are not playful. So those are the messages for you, group 1, and I hope that these were helpful to you. If you did enjoy this reading, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. If you have not done so already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And lastly, if you would like a personal reading, you can find my personal readings listed on my website, CelesteSimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 2. Your pile right here, so let's dive on in for some messages. We have the 10 of Wands, the 4 of Pumpkins or Pentacles, we have the 9 of Bats or Swords in reverse, and we have the Knight of Bats or Swords in reverse. I feel as though group 2 that this lifetime is going to teach you a lot about inner strength. I feel as though you are going to be doing a lot of shadow work throughout your life, and this is really going to build up your awareness, build up your almost like your spiritual journey. It may already have been a dark one up until this point, or you feel like you have had to overcome a lot of challenges already in your life. I see that with the 9 of Bats or Swords and the Knight of Bats as well. I feel as though, you know, this is something that you are overcoming, that you are getting through, but this is because you are sensitive. I feel as though you are going through a lot of like processing of shadows and inner work. And I feel like too that, you know, with the 10 of Wands, you may currently be carrying a lot of responsibilities. I feel like too, I'm getting the sense that you may even be carrying just a heavy pain body and just like a heavy shadow around with you, or shadows of your past. And I think that this is kind of a part of what you are learning in this lifetime, and it's important to not let those get you down, because I feel as though with the 4 of Pumpkins that the work that you are doing, even though you may be doing small things here and there, it's really going to pay off in the long run. You're going to be able, maybe later in your life, or maybe, you know, soon, you are going to be able to start seeing the results of work. So I feel like, you know, yes, you may have been through a lot of difficult things in your past, and that you do carry that baggage around with you, and that's something heavy that you need to release and work on. But it is something that you are clearing and that you are going through, and it kind of has given you almost like a deeper spiritual path in this lifetime as well. So that ultimately though is not going to be your entire life. I feel like if you're worried that this is going to be kind of ongoing, then the 4 of Pumpkins is really telling me that things are growing for you. Things are going to pick up, and by that I mean prosperity, abundance, some success in your life, where you're going to kind of be building a stronger foundation and not feel as though things kind of fall apart anymore, or even feeling that heavy energy, as I mentioned earlier, feeling as though you kind of are getting caught up in thoughts, past situations, or letdowns, betrayals, things like that. I feel like you are moving out of that. You're growing, you're planting new seeds, you're starting to build a new foundation in your life, and you're going to be letting go with the 10 of Wands. This is the 10 number is talking about completion, the ending of this. So you're growing from this at a spiritual level, but you are also really growing and maturing, and I think you're going to find that ultimately you're going to kind of build material wealth in your life as well moving forward. So let's keep going with some oracle cards. We have transformation, tranquility, and propel. You're moving forward. You know, this energy is you leaving behind the past, and this new motivation even is propelling you forward, because I feel like you're transforming. And I think it's important that you know, this is not this kind of maybe even anxiety, or for some of you depression, is not going to last forever. You know, you're finding inner tranquility, and this transformation is propelling your manifestations forward. So I do see that you are going to be manifesting, you're going to be building something in your life you're going to be really proud of. Okay, and lastly we have adventure, trust, and balance. Yeah, as I mentioned, you know, you maybe have been going through some shadow work, maybe because of a past relationship, maybe because of past circumstances or challenges from childhood that are still kind of lingering. And this is all teaching you balance. I think it's important here to really trust in yourself, trust in your strength, and in the process that you're kind of going through, this transformation you're going through. It's going to lead you on a very exciting adventure. I think you're going to be very happy with some of the things that you are creating in your life, maybe a new job, or maybe something that you are just working on the side. These things are really going to slowly kind of build. I don't see as though it is going to happen very quickly, but I do see this forward momentum still. I feel like this forward momentum is happening and it's almost building and building. So you're going to kind of have like a snowball effect where you are slowly shifting your energy, transforming, and then picking up the pace from there. And yeah, like shifting directions. I feel like you're shifting directions. So I think it is important for you guys, group 2, to know that your energy is shifting. And this is something that is important for you to know for your life moving forward. So you don't, you know, assume that the energy is always going to be in conflict, in internal conflict for you guys. So group 2, those are the messages that you need to know before you die. And I really hope that you did enjoy this reading and that you had a bit of fun with it as well for the Halloween season. Please give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below if you did enjoy it. And if you have not done so already, but you did enjoy this reading, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings. And last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, I offer personal readings on my website, celestesimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 3. I have our pile right here. Let's dive on in for some messages. We have the 9 of Pumpkins in reverse, the 10 of Pumpkins in reverse, the 2 of Pumpkins, and we have Strength. Okay, group 3, I am seeing that for you guys, there's a lot of earth energy, and so I feel as though within this lifetime, it's important that you know that you probably will be accomplishing a lot in your life, maybe in your career especially. I also see with the Strength card, the Major Arcana card, that strength is going to be a big part of your life. It may already has been a big part of life lessons, and I feel like this is the perseverance to continue forward that you are learning. You have a really strong inner strength, and I do see with the 2 of Pumpkins, I feel as though you're finding ways to not work too hard, to not push yourself. I feel like too there may be kind of almost an imbalancement with the earth energy, so you may be very, very grounded, but you may need to kind of release some of your focus on the material world, because I feel like you may put so much of your effort outward and your energy towards building something, towards working on something, which is a really very honorable endeavor to take on. I feel like you have a lot of energy to kind of tackle problems and improve things and also create things. And I feel like there's balance needed moving forward to kind of inwardly reflect as well, because I think if you focus too much on outward kind of manifestations, I see that you may be struggling to kind of create these things very effortlessly in your life. So even though I'm seeing a lot of 9 of Pumpkins and 10 of Pumpkins energy, I feel as though it's almost on hold for you. Things that you were hoping to kind of manifest feel as though they're just out of reach. And I think this is because you are focusing very, very strongly on these things, and also focusing on maybe trying to prove your strength too much. You know, I feel like you may be pushing yourself to try to prove your strength when really it is, you know, it's not necessary for you to push yourself so hard or try to prove anything to anybody. You know, this is what you want to do, and you're valuable no matter how much money you make, no matter, you know, how popular you are. So I think that your inner strength is is proven already. You know, I think that it's already there, and now it's time for you to give yourself the self-care that is really needed to find a balance between your inner self and your outer work. Okay, because even if we are kind of practicing spiritual things like meditation and things like that, we can still kind of lose track of our inner self as well. So this may mean kind of asking yourself, what are these goals really mean to you? And if you don't achieve them, what does that also mean to you? You know, these are kind of questions that are coming up for you, maybe to release these manifestations so that you can actually bring them into your life at a even higher level. Or it could just be a time where you rest for a little bit and you can see how maybe you've been pushing yourself too hard. But I do see a balance between your work life and home life with 2 of pumpkins. So let's keep going with some oracle cards. We have inconspicuous, gratitude, and clearing. I feel as though there's a lot to be said about the inconspicuous card, okay? I feel like you may feel as though some of the things that you've already accomplished in your life are not good enough, you know, or that you don't want to end up never being seen or never being recognized for all that you are doing. But the cards are already recognizing you. This is spirit recognizing you for all your strength, for everything that you have already overcome. And once you really see your achievements as something to be proud of right now rather than sometime in the future, I feel like you're really going to clear away this feeling of needing to continue to kind of push yourself and push yourself. Now that doesn't mean that you know, stop building your empire or stop going for what you want. It's more of a matter of kind of seeing that these things don't make you who you are or make or break your happiness, really. So yeah, I feel like there's so much to be grateful. I feel like we're also entering into the season of gratitude, and I think you're going to find that once you kind of take a step back and be grateful for right now, the present moment, I really see that you are going to manifest these things in your life, because I feel like you have the ability, you know, you have the motivation to do all of these things that you are dreaming big and you are going for. And it's just a matter of not pushing yourself too much. Okay, so let's keep going. We have beauty, dreams, and reflection. Wow, these really round up the themes kind of this reading and what you really need to know before you die about your life, about what you are living for and what you are learning in this lifetime. And I see with beauty and dreams, it's all about seeing the beauty of everything, really. It's seeing the beauty of the small things and noticing too the inconspicuous things, seeing the beauty in the small achievements that you've done, the small or large achievements, and the beauty in yourself, the beauty of who you are right now, regardless of what you have or what you do, what accomplishments you do. I feel like you maybe felt even as a child that you had to prove your strength or that you had to prove your value by what you were doing or how you looked or something like that. And in this lifetime, you know, you're learning that you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to prove anything. You know, spirit already sees that you are a beautiful celestial being and also really values your dreams. So there's a time here where you're reflecting on your dreams as well. So yeah, reflection is a big theme for your energy right now, and maybe even at a lifetime level, where it's important to reflect on your dreams, reflect on how far you have come, and really ask yourself, you know, why is it that this is a dream of mine? What does it mean for me? And also, what does it mean if I don't achieve this? Am I still going to be okay? You know, am I still going to be happy with who I am right now and see my value, you know, regardless of my successes or my failures or my gains or my losses? Okay, group 3, thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I really hope these messages were helpful to you. If you did enjoy this reading, I would love it if you would give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. If you did enjoy this reading but you have not yet subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family of celestial beings. And last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, I offer personal readings on my website, celestemoon.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon. But bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings. You chose pile number 4. Let's dive on into your tarot cards first and see what messages they have. We have the Six of Bats or Swords, the Sun, the Seven of Pumpkins, and we have the Moon in reverse. Wow, this is really interesting that we have both the Sun Major Arcana card and the Moon Major Arcana card in your reading. I feel as though there's kind of two sides that you are going through, but I feel as though you really see the positive in things. I feel like you really are able to overcome challenges in your life, and that you probably have already overcome even maybe a dark night of the soul recently, because I am seeing with the Six of Bats or Swords that you're journeying away from things. I feel like no matter kind of what life throws at you, you really have this inner ability to see the positive in things. And I see that with the Sun card. There's a lot of happiness, happy energy behind you. I also see as though you have like a general light surrounding you. You kind of just exude this positivity and this light and this healing energy. And I think for you, there's some things that may be challenging for you. It's kind of feeling more grounded, because I feel as though you have a lot of high vibrational energy. And I think you may be feeling disconnected from kind of earthly things and kind of keeping your feet on the ground almost. And I see with the Moon card in reverse that I feel like when you kind of process things or download energy, it's at a very deep level, and you're doing inner work. And in this lifetime, I think you are going to do more shadow work, but I don't think you're not a stranger to shadow work, I feel, for many of you, but that you are transmuting these shadows into some beautiful light energy. I think for you, it's never going to be, I think like having a really like a 9-to-5 job that is really tiring is just never going to work for you. It's just never going to feel right. So I feel like it's really important that you don't push yourself to work in a position that just doesn't align with who you are. I think even though you may even be at a job like that right now, and you're trying really to fit into the expectations of society, but your personality and who you are as a person just doesn't kind of align with your current work that you're doing. So I do think it's important that you shift your career or job to something that you really feel fully aligned with, if you don't feel that way already. And if you do feel aligned with your job, it could be possible that you're just kind of trying to do too much. Because if you are more of a higher vibrational energy, you may feel very weighed down by doing too much earthly work. In other words, you may feel weighed down by kind of trying to push yourself, trying to keep up with the rat race, like the 9-to-5 kind of going. It's just never going to feel right for you. I know some people, they wake up bright and early in the morning, they feel refreshed, they're ready to go, they work all day, they get like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. I don't know how people do that personally, but I know there's people out there, their bodies are just, good to go with 4 hours, maximum even at times. So that's not the same for me. I can't personally speak to that, but I feel like you yourself as well, that's just never going to be your body and your energy, because you have other things to offer. As I mentioned, you're transmuting these shadows into this bright sunlight energy for you throughout this life. So just remember, you're a pillar of light, and your work that you are doing is very important. I feel like we get caught up in the societal expectations, and we think that if we're not doing something or making a ton of money, then therefore we are not valuable to society. But there's a lot of things that we're doing, if you are a light worker, things that you're doing beneath the surface that other people just aren't sensing, they're not tapped into, but it's just as valuable as somebody who's working their job and taking care of the physical things. So again, I think it's important for you to know, before you live out your whole life and end up in a career that you're really unhappy with, I think it's important for you to just know yourself and know your limitations, and not get down on yourself for that, because you really have, I feel like you're a very layered individual. I feel like you're very deep. Like I mentioned, when you kind of heal and transmute energy, it's at a very deep level. So that's just who you are, and that's special in itself. Okay, let's keep going. We have friendship, caution, and patience. So first off, I see with friendship that, again, you may have maybe one or two friends, but they're very close friendships. I feel like these are really valuable to you. And I think too, I'm seeing with the, the dog on the card as well, I think you have a really deep connection with animals, and that you may be intuitive as well to their energy and healing animals, or being healed by animals. So I think your friendships are going to be really healing for you, but you may only be able to have like one or two really good friendships in your life, or just a few and not very many. And with the caution energy, I'm feeling once again, don't feel like you need to rush through things, because we're seeing patience as well as an important energy. And I think it's important to not rush your healing. You're moving into a higher place from maybe a recent kind of feeling of low vibrational energy for a little bit. You're moving out of that, and I feel like that may be a common theme in your life, is again transmuting that energy, bringing the sunlight back, and always seeing the sun, seeing the positive in things. But again, with caution, I feel like it's very important for you to take your time with things. Be patient with yourself, because you may find that you tire easily. It's important to listen to your body and not push yourself. As I mentioned earlier, that, waking up after 4 hours of sleep and trying to function just may not be the right thing for you. Okay, let's finish with these oracle cards. We have healing. I did mention you guys are healers. You have intuitive energy, healing energy. We have wisdom. Yeah, I feel like you guys are old souls or light workers, light beings. There's a lot of deep wisdom within you, an energy of kind of inner knowing, where you are healing, you are downloading energies as well at a level that is just kind of beyond what kind of the majority of people can even tap into. And lastly, we have thought. So with thought, I'm getting the sense of, and patience, I'm getting the sense that you may be manifesting something, and it is important for you to be patient with it, because you are working on some things internally and mentally even. And I think that, it is important to practice mindfulness, is what I'm seeing, if you are looking to kind of begin manifesting something or manifesting new directions in your life. So be aware of your thoughts in a mindful way. That could be through meditation, or it could just be practicing being in the present moment, and be patient with yourself, because I think what I'm getting from this card is that you're really right on track, and this is a life process. This is kind of your journey here on earth, your life lessons, and kind of your expansion is going to need some patience. But I feel like you already know that. I feel like, having this wise healing energy, I feel that you deep down but it's always good to kind of get a confirmation that you're right where you need to be, and that things that you kind of want to grow and build on, even if that is in the physical world, and not just at an energetic level. I feel as though that is going to happen, but it's kind of like you need to do this inner shadow work first with the moon energy, kind of go through that. So that is going to do it for this reading, group 4. I really hope these messages were helpful to you. If you did enjoy this reading, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below to let me know. If you have not done so already, but you did enjoy this reading, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings. And last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, I offer personal readings on my website, celestimom.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now.